Welcome to Monsterama Drawing with Ryan. Today we're going to be using a pencil, an art liner, an eraser, a ruler, and some A4 paper. First of all, we're going to be drawing a box. Now, why are we drawing a box? Now, the box is just to work as a basic guide to keep our drawing in to stop it from getting too messy, and so there's no risk of going over the edge of the pages. Now, the idea I've got in my head is to draw a kind of a monkey man. You see the blue parts, he looks a little bit like E.T., the extraterrestrial. So this is just what I'm going to try and draw while I'm drawing this. So keep that in mind, the basic shapes. So there's the little E.T. head that's going to go on top, and the main parts I want to focus on are the foundational parts, which are the head and the body. So I'm starting to flesh that out a little bit and add some eyes in there. So you can see the difference between the skeleton and this version I'm doing. I'm just trying to add a bit of meat onto the skeleton. So when I'm drawing, I'm thinking with the skeleton in mind. So I'm fleshing him out, putting some feet on him. And you can see from the skeleton on the side, I'm thinking about where the knees and shoulders and where all the different joints go. When we're drawing this, we're thinking of it more as a puppet, a skeleton puppet, if you will. And I'm just trying to get everything so it's about, approximately the same length to give it a little bit of consistency. Now, I'm pretty happy with this as a foundational work. So now I'm going to start adding in the permanent line work. So this is the stuff that I want to get really clean. I don't want to mess this stuff up because I can't go back, so I'm going to try and get it as clean as I can. And you can see I'm using some wobbly lines. And I think that just gives it a better finish. If it's too clean, it's got to look absolutely perfect. But if it's wobbly, you're not going to get perfect wobbly lines. That's why I'm putting some wobbly lines in there. And I'm just adding those teeth. You can see how well that guide is working for those teeth that I'm adding in there. Alright, there's some gums. And I'm just adding a couple of lines. Alright, there's some more lines in there. Yep, that's looking good. Now I'm moving on to the arms. Alright, I'm putting some little details in there to hide how I don't know how to draw the palms of the hands. But that's okay, I can cheat and get through it. Now I'm just fleshing out those hands. I'll make the fingers on this side a little bit longer, make it a bit more interesting. Now I start with the knees, because I feel like that's the part I've got to get right with the placement. And I'm drawing some feet. Yep, they're looking good. Alright, and I think about here is where I'm going to slip the tail in. So I just want to keep all the line work looking quite consistent. Yep, that looks good. I'll go up. And I'm adding 3 prongs to the end of the tail because I thought one looked a bit plain. Just trying to make it look a bit more decorative. Alright, now here I'm just penciling in some more little details. And the reason why I'm doing it in pencil is just to make sure it works, so it feels balanced, so there's enough space between everything. And the point of these details to make it look more finished. Alright, so I'm just going around and adding some details where they'll go and making sure I leave enough space so it doesn't look too messy. It's just got to look a little bit decorated. And now I'm just going over things with a pen because I'm happy of where they're placed. Yep, that's looking good. Alright. Now it still looks a bit plain. So the next stage is I'm going to get my pencil again. I'm going to start shading in some of the details. So I want the things like the fins and the lips and the horns and make them, a darker color using the pencil, and then get the rest of the body as just kind of a flat tone. So I'm going to start shading in with that pencil, just going around in circles, and I'm just filling it in. So this is also going to camouflage my previous line work from the foundational stage when I was trying to figure it out. And as you can see, I'm just adding a lot more pencil here. And what I'm going to do is just rub it in with my fingers, so that way it seems like more of a universal tone going through the whole piece. And now I can see some more areas where I can add a bit more detail. So I'm adding some little tiny lines just to suggest some skin or some texture. So this seems to be going pretty well. Yep. Alright, now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it look more finished. So if you have plain, boring, flat parts, then that's when it seems unfinished. But if I'm adding these little tiny details in there, seeming a lot more finished. Alright, there we go. Colouring in a little bit more with some pencil. These details are looking good. Alright. Oh my god, there he is. The mutant crocodile man. Oh, well, he's alive from the looks of it. Well, I hope you guys had some fun, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodaloo. Bye.